YouTube. What's up, baby? We back in this thing again with another review. This is Q's Insight. I am Callie, and today we're going to be talking about the new Halo TV series that's out on Paramount Plus. Uh, um, I thought that they were going to be coming out with the episodes and it just all being released all at one time, but it seems like they're going to be doing the episodes, at a regular rate, just as any other TV show where they do it, like every week. So, I was just able to watch the first episode. So yeah. But if you've been in this channel before, you already know how we do it. We started off with the premise, 3 favorite scenes, the grade, and then we're on to the next one, right? So, like I said, this is the Halo TV series. Episode 1 is entitled Contact. So, let's see. So, I'm not gonna, spoil like every single little thing about it, about the episode, but just kind of the quick breakdown or whatever, as quick as I can. Okay, so it starts off on a planet. I think it's pronounced Madrigal, but we see this character on there, and her name is Quan, and she is like a daughter to a high general at this place that in Madrigal. But anyways, we see her, and she's hanging out with some of her friends, and they are just kind of just looking around through certain things, and then they see like a Coven ship, like a little single scouter ship, and then the the arbiter, whatever it is, whatever you want to call them, bro. The aliens, whatever you want to say, bro. Like they were just busting at her friends, bro. Like just yo. But anyways, okay, so um, so like I said, we see Quan. She's looking for a plant with her friends. Runs into the Covenant ship. The aliens come out, start busting at her and her friends, basically kill all her friends, and she is able to run back to the base, and then she ends up like trying to let the people at her her city or her village, whatever you want to say, let them know about like, hey, there's aliens coming like right now, like yo, like these are not the what is it, the UNSC. This is not the UNSC. Like this is something different. Like so they I don't know. I guess they kind of start getting ready and stuff like that, whatever. And then the rest of the aliens get there, blast up the village, or and like most of the people and stuff like that. And then the the uh, the UNSC, they send out the Spartan. Well, they send out Spartans, but they send out Master Chief, and then they send out some other Spartans. And then they go down there, and then they just like, they wreck all the aliens, bro. So yeah, that was pretty dope. But let me go back. Let me see. My bad. Okay, so after Master Chief and the other Spartans, after they like save everybody and all that stuff like that. Well, save who they can, and it's basic. like everybody died, bro. Like the only person that really survived was Quan. So um, like the Spartans are like going around. They end up finding the ship that the aliens were. The Covenant was like how they arrived there or whatever it may have been, and it was like it was a pretty nice sized ship, like so. But they were just checking it out, and then from there they went to this cave, and then they found out that like there was aliens there, and they were like mining, they're like excavating. Um, I don't know if it was like certain material or certain technology, whether that was something that they stored there, or whether that was something that was there and they found it, and then they were just trying to take it back home. So uh, but what ends up happening is there's like one piece of the artifacts. I guess it's an artifact that's left just sitting there like on this rock. So the Master Chief touches it, and then like I don't know, it's weird. It was just like it activates. I don't know if it activates for everybody that touches it, but for him it activates, and it basically brought back some suppressed memories that he had. Um, so and it in a way, I guess you can say it kind of woke him up. You know what I'm saying? Like to to feel again and not to be just such a robot. You know what I'm saying? Just kill and just follow commands like that. You should think as well. Um, so yeah, but he like I said, kind of wakes up, and he ends up eventually watching over Quan and trying to make sure that she gets back to the UNSC safely. Um, but what ends up happening is um, the UNSC, I guess, secretly like want to take Quan out. I guess to cover up something, like you know what I'm saying. Um, and at this time, like I said, Master Chief he's woke up now. He ends up basically just thinking and helping out Quan. And there's a situation that occurs where like they're in a ship, and the ship is of course controlled by the UNSC, so they're able to cut off the air. They're able to bring them back, you know, without even like you can't even control anything because everything is controlled by the AI. So, but what ends up happening is like Master Chief switches the controls in the ship because he knows where everything is, and then they're able to escape out. Um, but that was that's basically it for the episode. I'm not gonna give too much more. So three of my favorite scenes would be uh, aliens attacking Quan when the Covenant when you first see them, and they're just blasting Quan's friends, like, and you see it, and I was like, yo, like, is this like 18 or something like that, or what is it like? And it says it's like TV 14. I was like, yo, like, but they're getting like limbs blasted off, and like you see blood and stuff like that, so it's kind of crazy. But yeah, that scene was dope. And then the next scene would be when the Spartans come down and attack the aliens. I mean, seeing Master Chief, come down and do his thing was cool, but it was cool to see him have, you know, some more squad mates with him. You know what I'm saying? And they were Spartans as well, or I don't know if they're considered to be like military or Spartans, because I don't think they're as big as Master Chief. Um, but they would do wear like the Spartan armor or whatever. So I don't know. Um, but yeah. So it was cool to see, him and his squad just get down and just take out the aliens, and everything like really looks true to the game, like stylistically. Um, you know, of course, there's a lot of CGI, but despite it not being, every aspect of all the CGI that he used not just being 100% beautiful all the time, um, it it really does stay true to the game. Like some of the scenes when I'm just watching it, it really just like looks like the game, like for sure. So I really do like that about it. Um, and that was like I said, the my favorite scene for number two, like I said, was when the Spartans attacked the aliens. Like I said, that's a good representation of being able to see all that. Um, all right, and then my last favorite scene was when Quan and Master Chief was just talking. When he was just kind of realizing that, like, hey, like, I am a warrior, and I've been doing stuff for so long, and I kind of have been just operating like I have no mind at all. So I'm gonna start moving, and when I move and do stuff for the UNSC, I'm gonna definitely make sure that it's something that I would do as well. Because if it's not, then I'm not gonna just be feeling like I'm obligated to just go all out like I have been doing. Like I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it was something that just was bound to happen, that he just had a situation where he woke up, or if it just was when he touched that artifact, and that's when he had that situation where he woke up. But yeah, so those are the three of my favorite scenes. This show is looking pretty promising for sure, man. Like I definitely like the style of it. It looks pretty fresh, um, and there's two different types of TV shows when it comes to these caliber of like TV shows that we're talking about right now. Like, and I'll give you example of the Mandalorian, um, and this. Like they both look real clean, and then I'll give you examples of something that looks like you know pretty trash, uh, which is the Flash that was on CW. Um, it just whether the story was cool and all stuff like that, it just didn't have the budget behind it, and it looks like trash. But this Halo series, from what I can see so far, just from the first episode, and I appreciate the hour long as well, pretty much an hour long episode. Um, you know it, it looks beautiful. Looks beautiful. So appreciate that. Like I said, it's real. It has a real representation about it, as far as like you know coming with like shots with the camera that's reminiscent of the game, whatever it may have been, whether it's like whether those are CGI shots, or whether those are like just them doing it or whatever it may be. Like it looked real clean, and it really did look like the game. So that was dope as well. Acting is pretty cool so far. We'll see how the rest of the things go. As far as like the story and the rest of the acting, whatever it may be. But this is looking pretty solid to me, man. I definitely like it, and I'll watch the rest of them and come out with the reviews for sure. But for the grade for this, I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. So definitely not a bad rating. I would suggest anybody that likes sci-fi, or anybody that likes Halo, um, you know what I'm saying, or anybody that likes like aliens or whatever it may be. Um, Check it out. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely worth the watch. And then, from there, you can decide whether you want to keep on watching it or you don't. Uh, but yeah, if you guys saw the episode, let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments down below. What were some of your favorite scenes? Do you like the way that they're laying out the storyline as it is so far. Um, do you think that it is the representation that it has about it, as far as like trying to be like the game? Do you think that they do a good job, or do you think that it looks sloppy? But let me know about that in the comments down below. Um, as always, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. This is Q's Insight. I'm Callie. Until next time.